Hey guys, welcome back to Fog Wrestling. We're ready here for another pay-per-view review, and this, honest to God, is one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen. I mean, I could pretty much end the review there, but unfortunately, we need to
We
talk
have
about
to
it.
do it,
So,
damn it! God damn.
as Machine Gun Kelly would say to Eminem, let's talk about it. And as we're saying to you guys, fuck, let's go, let's talk about it.
Keep
Don't want
plugging.
to talk about it. It's the last thing we ever want to talk about, but it has to be done. This video's not going to upload itself. And well, maybe we just shouldn't upload a video. Maybe that'd be better. We could just have this video end in DQ. Apparently, that's perfectly
No
acceptable these
contest.
days, especially at
Cancel
Hell
upload.
in a Cell. But that's not the way we do things. So there will be a winner, there will be a video, and there will be an outcome and a
I'm gonna call
prediction,
this
and
video straight down the middle, damn it.
straight down the middle, guys, straight down the middle. And to start the show off, then we have the first Hell in a Cell match. Can I just say straight away, get rid of these gimmick pay-per-views. And see when you have two Hell in a Cell matches, it just doesn't work. It does not work.
Nope.
It takes away the whole Hell in a Cell thing's supposed to be special, and now they're just turning it into a fucking random
For
gimmick.
some reason, it
Same with
actually
Money in
seemed
the
better.
Bank.
Remember the first
Same with
year, every match is
TLC.
in Hell in a Cell? For some reason, that's to me seemed actually better than fucking sticking them all. No, sticking only like two in. Even though some other
Wait,
matches
what's the first
deserve it
year?
more.
Everyone Hell in a Cell?
2009 was every match was in it. I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't think it was.
No, I don't, yeah, but I'm not saying there was like 8 matches on the card, but I'm pretty sure every match was.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've seen 20 years from now. Seeing you're thinking about Hell in a Cell matches, you're looking back on to remember. You ain't going to remember any from this era. You fucking ain't.
No, I mean,
And if
the
you
best one
remember
from
them,
this
it's going to
era
be for
was
bad reasons.
Taker Lesnar in 2015, but even then, they had a better
Had
one in
nothing on their
2003.
previous one, I think so. Right, so anyway, we kick the show off with Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. I believe this is only the second ever women's Hell in a Cell match. And
Should be the
I remember the
last.
last Hell in a Cell match. It was between Sasha and Charlotte, and the build up, the whole build up to basically the build up to the entire match was they couldn't wait to get inside Hell in a Cell. Oh, I want to be the first woman to do this, and if you think back to the build up to the previous first men's Hell in a Cell match, it was Shawn Michaels was bricking himself. The last thing he wanted was to go into Hell in a Cell, because I mean they sold it as the it's can change lives and all this shit. So if you look at Mick Foley and Undertaker, like, yeah, they were going into like, but neither man was, fucking ecstatic about it. Like it was just, it was what it was. I mean, see now, oh, they're excited to go into Hell in a Cell. They want to go into Hell in a Cell. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It takes away from the actual structure and
Exactly.
the match type. The same with Elimination Chamber. It's like,
No, the first
yeah,
one,
you look at the
guys.
promo for the first one. Holy shit, man! It was like fucking brilliant.
6 tons
Oh,
of
10
steel.
tons of steel and all this
Right,
stuff, man. And,
right, 10.
and, and, and you look at noon like, oh, yes, I can't wait to compete in the first ever women's elimination chamber match. Fucking complete pish. Anyway, as for the match itself, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a decent match. Don't like women's wrestling, don't like either of these two, but it was a
There was a
decent
few
match.
unique
Cannot lie.
spots in it. I mean, they had when
It
they
was
stuck the
good,
weapons
right?
in the cage. I actually
No,
liked
I'm not
that.
gonna lie, it was fucking good. It was good. I'd probably give this match like a 7 out of 10,
But see,
7.5. It was
but
good. I'm not gonna
it
lie.
was good,
It was
right?
good.
But this feud has not warranted a Hell in a fuck. No feud these days warrants a Hell in a Cell. I mean, I could
I
maybe
mean,
excuse the Fiend Rollins, but that it hasn't been that much of a long build for it.
There's just no fucking selling in any wrestling today, man. There's none. You look at Michaels when he won the first Hell in a Cell match. The guy's like laying there lifeless, fucking arm across Taker, pool of blood. And Becky Lynch, who took, was on the receiving end of some massive spots in this match, sorry, fucking had a had a stutter there, man. Jesus Christ. Who was on the receiving end of a lot of big spots in this match. She beats Sasha Banks and straight away she's up celebrating with the title. I mean, fucking hell, you've just been in a Hell in a Cell match. You're supposed to be fucking selling injuries, not jumping up
Sean
straight
get
away and
carried out by
celebrating with the
DX.
title.
He was fucked. He was snookered.
You know what
He
I
couldn't even
mean?
stand. It lost 20 pints of blood, brother. You know what I mean? But here the fucking spring up, man. Do Cena at 9 3/4. That's what it's like.
I mean,
Oh, we won!
see if
Whoa!
there was see if there was actual selling in this match. I think I could have gave it like more than a 7.5. This could have been an 8, 8.5, maybe even a. It was really good, but it's just the selling aspect. You know what I mean? See if
And that's
there's no
another thing. See
selling
about
at the
these
end of the day. It's just
matches.
it's a
There's no
bunch of fake
break in it.
spots.
I don't mind fast paced matches, but see these ones where like Hell in a Cell matches. They require selling. Ladder matches.
Yeah, there's no
But
selling or
there's none of that
storytelling in
anymore.
these things.
They
It's
actually
just
do.
right. You do a
The,
spot to me, then I'll do a spot to you, then it'll be my turn to do a spot to you, then you can do another spot to me. It's like,
I've
you know.
noticed though they actually do slow matches on Raw and SmackDown that are 1 mile an hour headlocks. That's when it should be fast paced. Well, these matches should be a bit more drawn out. Add to the selling. Not saying headlocks fucking 24/7 Randy Orton style, but you get my point. They just do it backwards. I think it must be McMahon like trying to just change it up. I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, anyway, hey, this was a good match and could have been a hell of a lot better if there was selling, but I can't really criticise this match for selling because practically nobody sells today. So that's what it is. That's why I can't see me ever saying a match is 10 out of 10, or as Meltzer would say, 5 stars. I can't see me ever seeing another 5-star match because there's just no selling there, and you can't have a
It
5-star
needs to be
match
two
if
people
there's no
from.
storytelling
It
or
needs to be
selling.
two people from the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, and
But it's not going to
they're all
happen.
kind of
I
done.
mean, look at Shawn Michaels. I mean, is Shawn Michaels ever going to have another 5-star match? You look
The,
at that
be- the best,
performance
the
in Saudi
best
Arabia.
match I can think of recently was Styles Cena, and even then the selling wasn't exactly 100%
But
on
probably
the
with
money.
Styles Cena, like, but I mean, it's just this era. It's just there's no fucking selling. But anyway, this match was good, but like I said, could have been better. We'll move on. It should have been higher up the card, but I get it. They don't want to have they try and separate. Same with the Royal Rumbles. You know what I mean? They're trying to separate the two matches as far as possible, so one starts and one finishes. I get that, but I don't agree with it. Your best, your more important matches, your best matches should be higher up the card towards the end of the main event. So poor placement. Probably poor placement. Second match of the night: Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan taking on Ronan and Harper. Probably one of the better built matches going into the show. Yet it was the second match to kick things.
Did this
not
match
saying
not
it didn't
warrant
kick
Hell in a
things off
Cell?
like, but yeah, no, I mean you could argue this match should have been a Hell in a Cell, or I don't know, maybe some sort of. Well, I guess it was made a tornado match, but is what it is. Decent, and again another decent match. I thought it was good. Um, Daniel Bryan and Reigns went over. Don't know if I'd have put them over, to be
Did
honest.
they need it? No.
I
They
mean,
really
they
didn't need
could
this.
have
The other
put,
two did.
they could have put Harper and Ronan over and then continued it to Survivor Series. But I mean, now I don't see how this because no, come on, let's be real. Unless this ends with like I don't know Bryan turning on Reigns again and forming up with those two, which I can't see happening now. This feud's never going to end with Ronan and Harper getting the final win. So why not give them the win here?
Who's
Unless
the
they're moving
SmackDown
on
tag
and that's
titles?
it done. But to be honest, see with I don't know. So see with I think it's Rude and thing, isn't it?
No, that's Raw.
Oh.
This could have been for the titles. Like,
Did
and a
they?
bit of
Usos?
prestige for it.
Uh,
Usos haven't been on TV
I
in
mean,
years.
I suppose, see with the draft, like they could be moving on. Or, like a lot of these matches, a lot of these feuds could be coming to an end tonight.
And
Maybe
this-
that's why they've done that.
that's how this one ends. Buddy Rowan attempted murder on Reigns twice, multiple times, and
Yeah,
it
no, I
just
think we
ends
should
with a
see more.
fucking jobber win. Who got the pin again? Was it Reigns on Rowan?
Reigns on Harper.
See, what the? I mean, there you go. What a load of shit.
Like, unless they are ending. I mean, but if this was the ending, they should have put Rowan over Reigns on SmackDown, in my opinion. But I guess they're not going to do that. SmackDown Live on Fox, they probably want Reigns to go over. But I mean, it would have been a bit shocking if they'd have put Rowan over Reigns on SmackDown. But I don't know. I think this match should. I think they should probably finish the feud at Survivor Series. But I got a feeling that's going to be one. I think that's it over now, especially with the draft coming up. There's a good chance these guys are going to split. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just expect it more. Attempted murder ends up in
could
you
they put
finish
these
it
two
with
with
just a
the Fiend?
tornado
No.
tag. Where Reigns doesn't. No, I don't see that happening. Like, but mean, if they put these guys with the Fiend, it's basically just going back to the Wyatt family,
The
like, isn't it?
Fiendy
I
family.
mean, the Fiendy family. Anyway, like, a decent match, pretty good, but I mean, the ending was good. I don't know, unless I think the heels need some sort of fucking. They need something like I mean. You just can't keep burying them. But I think that's kind of happened here with Rowan and Harper. But
Yeah.
anyway, Moon. There was a hug as well between Bryan and Roman Reigns. So I
Yes.
don't know if this is going to be
Yes.
the new
Let's mark out
team hell no or hell yes or whatever. Who knows? But
Team Leukemia. Damn. Right. Well, what was up next? Because I don't know or really care that much. Oh. Whoa.
I believe I
Was it Charlotte?
something
Bailey.
no something made. Was that next up or was there not a match before that?
Corbin Gable. Gable beat Corbin, didn't he?
I don't know. I skipped it. Chad Gable came out and I
I think he
skipped it.
did
That's what
because
it
he said
was.
something like "Shorty pinned the king." He tweeted that. Now, if that is the fucking case, he got buried by The Rock and Becky. He gets buried by him. Well, what is the point of making this guy the king? It's shocking. If that was the next match, who fucking knows? But anyway, moving on because I didn't watch it and neither did you, damn it. So what? So Bailey Charlotte's next then?
Yep, I didn't watch this one either. Skipped ahead.
Well, Charlotte's a
Apparently
10-time
Charlotte
champ
won.
after what fucking
Pretty
4 years in the main
ridiculous.
roster.
You know, fucking. I mean, people will point to Flair being a 16-time world champ. Flair, accumulated those titles over 3 decades.
Yeah,
So, you know,
I mean, I realistically see
pretty
Flair.
embarrassing.
If he wanted more titles,
He was
I'm
a
sure he could
travelling
have
world
got
champ.
one. And if Ric Flair wanted more titles, he could have, especially in the 2000s. I don't see why Flair couldn't have won the belt.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
but Flair was it's not like it wasn't like Flair. Oh, it wasn't even just the same company. I mean, Flair won titles from all over all these different promotions and shit. So it wasn't as if he won 10 titles with the same company. Charlotte is one. No, like see if you'd have won. See if you've won 10 titles, like in the space of let's say how long she been up in the roster? 5 years, 4 years,
four
five,
years.
four. We'll go with say five, give her the benefit of the doubt, even though it's probably is four. So say it's 5 years. At least if you've been, say if you've been in say you're allowed to like travel and wrestle in all these different companies. So say she'd have been in WWE and then TNA and Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor, all this pish. You could say, well, you know what, she's been in a lot of companies, so you could see how she could get to 10.
yeah, but
I
it's
mean, it's
not.
fucking it's 10 in the one company in the space of
See by the time
a
she's
lot of
Flair,
titles.
see by the time she's Flair's age when he won his last title, she's gonna have about fucking 50, and that's not. I don't think that's. I mean, the
See,
way it's
I
going.
think they want to get her to 16, so they can use the whole gimmick, same as her dad, 16-time world champion.
No, but it means
But the
nothing.
problem is, it's once they get to 16, what are they doing then? Because I mean, they don't want. Surely they don't
It's
want
the
her to
same with
break it.
Cena. I don't think
Yeah,
will
it's
Cena
like,
ever win the
once
title again? Fuck, I don't know. He might
I
like.
can't see Cena win the title. I can't see Cena win the title again.
Will anyone beat it? Who's the closest?
Will Cena ever wrestle again?
Orton could probably
Probably
beat
a
it if they
retirement
really
match,
wanted to
like
give
that.
it him.
The way Orton's been treated at the moment, like I don't really see that happening. Fucking
Get him beat by
Orton
Kofi
should be a
Kingston.
main event guy, but for some reason he's fucking not. Oh wait, that was the match up next, wasn't it? It was Orton against Ali.
What?
See the amount of Orton against Ali. See this card. I mean, there was about four. I think there was maybe 4 matches that were actually booked. Then there was like a bunch of matches that were just not even. Like, see, with SmackDown going off there, I think you only knew 4 matches. There was four
No, there was
matches
3.
confirmed for this show.
They didn't confirm the tornado tag match until like Twitter on Saturday.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I think it was confirmed. The 2 women's matches, the men's Hell in a Cell, and I think the tag team match was confirmed.
Well, maybe it was.
Anyway, I'm not only bet on it.
But
Three or
no,
four.
it's as if they
Still
forgot
absolute
about it
pish.
because they were so focused on Fox.
Every match should be confirmed unless they're going to have like a surprise or a debut or something like that. That's the only, or like an open challenge. That's the only reason that a match shouldn't be confirmed. How can you go into a fucking pay-per-view and you don't know what you're getting?
I know.
I know it's not pay-per-views anymore and you're not paying for it 'cause it's pish, but still, regardless. So Orton beat Ali. You said Gable beat Corbin.
Oh
Charlotte beat
yeah.
Bailey. Can't really comment on the rest.
So
What
was
else
it
was
main
there?
event? Was the main event next? Was there a tag
Surely
match?
not. I think it was. Well, between who?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Did AJ Styles not compete?
No.
Is it not the OC against the Lucha House Party?
That was on Raw.
No,
Why is
was
that?
it?
I think Lacey Evans beat Natalia on the pre-show. If anyone gives a shit.
Oh, no, that happened. Well, who knows, man? We'll just move. There probably was a couple of matches, but
We're
again,
all
they were
here
just,
to discuss the main event.
they were. Yeah, main
Yeah.
event. So, the Fiend versus Rollins, and for once, I
Burn
actually thought
it
the ending wasn't too
down.
bad. Everyone thinks it was shocking.
The
So,
only guy.
Steve, explain what happened.
Well, basically, I mean, I like the moonlighting, the red. I'll give them that. I think that was pretty cool, unique, especially in the red cage. I think if it was in the silver one, it just wouldn't have looked as over. But basically, Seth hits everything he's got on the Fiend. I think this was good. I think it made him look like a monster, like a legit one, like kicking out of 3 tombstones type of monster. But I think when you have the match end in a second DQ finish in a row in a year from last year, there's a problem. Like, why is Seth not allowed to use all the weapons at once, but he can use them at separate periods in the match and it's perfectly fine? And the ref's blurring the lines. He's like, "You can't do this. You can't. Why just? You're going to murder him, Seth. Don't do it. You don't want to be going to jail. Why couldn't he have said that?" But no. Instead, it's a load of shit. It's the same shit they said to Cena when he was against Rusev. What was it? Mania 30. Same exact copy and paste bullshit. But
Was
yeah.
it not against Wyatt?
Aye, Wyatt, fuck it, but does it matter? Does it really matter? This match, it had potential. People wanted the belt on the Fiend. Why not give it to the Fiend and then have Vince strip him of it because of his actions? Not like the guy's pretty bloody. The guy is the most over hang going.
There it is! As you said, it was
Yeah, he's the hottest thing going in the company, and they've just stuck a fire extinguisher over him. And Seth Rollins is turning into Roman Reigns with the amount of heat he's getting. I never liked the guy, so I'm alright with that. So, are you alright with that?
I suppose. I don't think it's really buried the Fiend because A, he didn't lose. B, he finished the show strong. You know, I mean, he when the show finished, he was the one that was fucking standing. And C, I mean, yeah, he got battered, but he kept getting up and up and up, and it was like something out of like a horror movie where the guy just won't fucking die, you know, or you think you've killed him, and then you push him off like a 4-story building, and he falls in the ground, and you have a wee look at the balcony, and he's not there, he's gone.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you
see,
know
I
what I mean? I
get
kind of had
that,
that sort of
but for like
had that vibe to
for
it,
the
so
last 5 minutes, Seth didn't even bother pinning him. Why didn't he bother pinning him?
well, maybe they were trying to do some storytelling where Seth, where like, Seth maybe at that stage wasn't really interested in getting the win and just wanted to, you know, put an end to the Fiend. I don't know if that's what they were going with, but I don't think it was that bad. I honestly don't.
Right, maybe right.
The DQ,
Maybe he didn't
the
bury him.
DQ in the Hell in a Cell is my main priority. Like I just, I mean, Hell in a Cell
I
should
mean,
never end in a
like,
DQ.
it wouldn't be. It might not be as bad if it was the first ever DQ, but it's the second year in a row. But at least this DQ's a bit more warranted than last year's, where
But
Lesnar comes in,
there's ways
does
to
his
end a
finisher
match.
twice.
Like,
Exactly.
if you don't want there to be a winner, there's ways to end it without DQ. I mean, you could just have it end without it being a DQ. I mean, you could just have the show go off there. Like, it's not necessarily great, but you know, it could be done.
Vince come out, stop the damn match, something like that. Fox want the Fiend fresh and healthy, and Vince being all corporate, and then you can have the Fiend attack Vince on Raw or something like that. But no, they have hee haw. I mean, they have something good, and they just, I don't know, Vince doesn't know what's going on anymore.
In my opinion, what would have been a good if they had, like, after the Fiend had applied the mandible claw or whatever on Rollins and he's bleeding and he kind of leaves, like maybe the Fiend isn't really into it because the Fiend has never really shown any ambition to be champion. He's never mentioned the title. It
He's
was
just
all
been
about
booked in
hurting
this
Seth
match.
Rollins. So they could have got away because they wanted to like hurt Seth Rollins. So it could have really got away with it, like having the exact same ending, right? But like when the Fiend, see when the Fiend disappears, whoever was the Money in the Bank holder comes out and wins the title, beats Seth. They could have done that. That way, it's not a DQ. But
Yes,
obviously,
that would have
they've
been much
already
better.
wasted the Money in the Bank by having Brock Lesnar beat Kofi Kingston. But I think that's a way they could have got around it. You know, or,
Wait, Brock Lesnar
like
beat
you
Kofi
say, have
Kingston
I mean,
via
have
via what? He didn't beat
did he
Kofi
not?
Kingston.
No, I thought he did. No, no, fair enough. I don't know. Who did Brock Lesnar? Fucking Brock Lesnar had it last. That's
Did
all I
he cash
remember.
in on him?
Beast in the Bank. Must have been Rollins.
Did
Aye,
he?
was I? It was Rollins. Aye, it was Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Corbin and Lacey Evans.
Oh,
And
and then Rollins
it's just
buried him.
shite. Can't even remember. But you know, like, see if Vince McMahon came out right and he'd seen it and he was like, "Stop the match. It's enough." You can buy that. Like, seeing a referee fucking just calls the match off in a DQ when there's no disqualifications. It's like, mate, you don't have the authority to do that. Or even Triple H. I don't know, Triple H comes out.
Was this not the match to bring back unprotected chair shots to the head?
Aye.
Not
Well, there kind of
stacking
was one.
anywhere. I know, but it wasn't. It wasn't him standing up and taking it.
Like when people think this was shite, I think it was alright. I mean, again, the DQ is not ideal, but I don't think the Fiend. Like everyone, oh, they've ruined the Fiend. That they've destroyed the. How? I don't see how. It wasn't a good ending to the show. Yeah, you can argue they ruined the pay per view, but I don't see how they've ruined the Fiend. He didn't get beat, and he fucking walked out. And Seth Rollins didn't walk out. Seth Rollins was laying there,
Was it not the
fucking
perfect
bloodied.
time? It was
So
perfect time to put the belt on him though.
yeah, but like I said, he's probably going to SmackDown, and Brock Lesnar's on SmackDown, and they can't have two world champs on
Put the
SmackDown.
belt
So
on him and have Finn strip him of it.
could have done that. I mean, why? Well, Vince has agreed. Yo, we're taking the belt off you because you kicked out of too many finishers. Or,
No,
you know,
just
like,
have something happen on Raw. I don't know. Have him attack somebody. I don't know. Just do something.
yeah, I mean, you could have had the Fiend attack, do the mandible claw to Vince on Raw or something.
Because
Like
see
that,
if that match happened
to
the
the
exact
belt.
same way it did, but the Fiend beats Rollins, this pay-per-view would have actually been good. But instead,
Yeah.
minor. Well, it wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't be known as the worst ever.
Like, I mean, I thought the match was okay. Well, I mean, I say that, nah, it wasn't. I mean, look how many fucking stomps Seth Rollins did,
Hit
and
him
they all
fucking
looked
about
pish.
12.
And I don't blame. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's his fault. Like, you know, when you're doing that many, it's going to be hard to make them all look good. But I just completely buried that move. That he should never use that stomp again.
But
If 12 finishers can't put someone down, then the finishers pish. And B, the fact they did it that many times looked shit.
aye, but another thing is that
So,
not just
yeah.
supposed to make the Fiend look good?
No, it was, but I think by doing that, they made Seth Rollins and they made the finishers look like shit.
Yeah, I think they've in a way buried. I mean, buried's not the right word, but they've kind of just
I mean,
fucked both of them
they
over
could have.
at once.
They could have had the Fiend kick out of a couple of stomps, and then did like being creative and did a stomp with the ladder or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But to have 12, like 13, 14 stomps, like if I'm just it did even though it kind of made the Fiend look strong because he was kicking out everything. It just made the stomp and it made Seth Rollins look incredibly weak. But anyway, guys, that's it, man. I mean, wasn't expecting a good show, and we didn't really get one. Thought the main event and the first two matches were pretty good, but all the shit
Everything
in the
else
middle was just
Everything else that
not
wasn't
pay-per-view
really
level, so
advertised
that
was
drags it
shocking.
down. I mean, there probably let's be honest, there has been worse pay-per-views like there has been, but this wasn't a good one.
I mean, I think the last one
And
was fucking worse.
yeah, I mean, this pay-per-view would probably give it like a give this like a 3 out of 10. Maybe
Living in
more
America.
if the main event was done better.
I mean, if the main event was done better, probably would be
Like
like a
I
5.
just don't see why couldn't we have the Brock Lesnar Kofi Kingston rematch on this? Why? Because
They don't
because
do
don't tell me
rematches
because we
anymore.
don't do rematches anymore. Fucking bullshit, right? Because Brock Lesnar's not willing to work, but that's pish. Do you know what I mean? Like he didn't give us a match on SmackDown, and so why not give us a match? It doesn't even. I'm not saying it has to go fucking 20, 15 minutes. Could have been over in like 5, but
That makes this so great. Kofi Kingston, first black champ. This is massive reign, Black History Month, and he gets buried in 7 seconds, and literally that's it. Cain Velasquez comes out, and that's the next feud. You don't even get any time to like react to Kofi losing the belt. It's just he's fucked out the door, and I think that's fantastic. And I can't wait to FNS Friday Night SmackDown. We've got AEW first. Well, and Raw. I forgot this ain't the Raw review. And Raw was shit.
this is. I tell you what, fucking Hell in a Cell is better than Raw, and that's the bottom line. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10.
I'll give it a 3. Fuck it, I'll give it a 3, even though it was piss. I'll give it a 3,
I mean,
damn it.
you know, the sad thing is, if there was fucking better matches throughout the show, this could have been a lot better. I mean, a lot better. But Ali Orton,
Even
that was no build-up whatsoever. Why the fuck would you care? Gable Corbin, I mean, kind of just past that whole thing, you know. Like, the time for that feud was gone. You know what I mean? It's, now Corbin versus The Rock, like, you know, that would have been good, but we ain't getting that shit. And then there was a bunch of, oh wait, I could have totally forget. There's a fucking title change. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross lost to the Kabuki Warriors. The Kabuki, a team that you haven't fucking seen in months. Haven't been on TV in months.
Yeah.
And they come out and they beat the champs.
No, he didn't even fucking
No build up, dead fucking match. Give them a title match out in nowhere, and they come out. I mean,
Alexa,
come on.
we've just lost
That's
the titles.
That's fucking shocking. That's another reason why this fucking should give it a 2 out of 10 for that. Anyway, guys, I think there was another match as well, but again,
Fuck it, it doesn't matter, right? The company's dead. Doesn't fucking matter if there was 18 more matches. It was shit. And that's the bottom line because Steve said so. Have you got any problems with that, big man?
no, that's fair enough.
Alright, let's go. Tune in to Raw. Peace.